Good morning, class. Today we are going to understand the installation process of Linux operating system. We are going to use Red Hat Linux for our purpose. So let's start with it. So we are going to use VMware for the same. So here I am using VMware Workstation 15, and this is one of the most prominent way to install Linux operating system on your desktop, because if one more way is there, that is through dual booting, so you can also opt for that. Okay, but for the practice purpose, it is good to have your Linux on a virtual machine. Now what is this virtual machine? This virtual machine will give you a look and feel of an operating system. It will give you the resources, it will give you the memory, it will give you the hard drive, it will give you everything. So to create a new virtual machine, you have to click on create a new virtual machine. So let's start with it. Click on new, create a new virtual machine. Now we have three options. Install a disk. So if you have a drive, if you have a CD, or you have a pen drive, then you can use this. Second is install a disk. Okay, third is if you want to install the operating system later, you just want to create the space. So this is, again I'm telling you, this is for if you have a CD drive and you have your operating system into CD drive or a pen drive. The second one is for ISO, if you have the ISO with you, and the third one, if you don't want to install the operating system, you just want to create the new virtual machine. So I'm going to install the operating system with help of ISO. So let's click on installer disk image file ISO. Then I will browse, and I am having my Red Hat Linux into two disks. So first of all, initially I will select the Red Hat disk 1, and then I will click on open, then next. So here we have three options: Microsoft Windows, Linux, and others. So I'm going to use Linux because we are installing Linux. So now because we have an older operating system, so it doesn't have everything. Okay, so you can select any. So I select Red Hat Enterprise 864-bit. You can change the name, it is just a version, it is for the naming purpose. So I just make it Red Hat Enterprise Linux. I'm not changing it, it's your wish whether you want to, whatever name you want to have, you can have it. There is no issue into it. Then click on next. Okay, I have already created, so let me delete the previous one. Cancel it. This one I delete from the disk. Okay, now I can create. Again, click on creating virtual machine, select the installer disk image file, click on browse, choose the disk 1, then next, so I just make it name Linux, then I click on next. Okay, now you have two options. One is like this is about the specifying the disk space, the disk capacity. So I'm going to use 20 GB because already I am having a large amount of hard drive, so I can use 20 or I can use more also, but 20 is an optimal answer. Okay, then now there are two options which you are having. The first is you want to store the virtual disk as a single file, or you want to split into multiple files. So personally I prefer into a single file because I'm just using it for the purpose of demonstration and other thing. I'm not using it for any other purpose, so I will use this in a single file. You can use a multiple file also if you want. Personally I feel better in single file. Then click on next. Then here all the details will be available to you. If you want to customize it, you can customize, but we don't require it right now. Otherwise you can click on customize hardware, and then from here you can set whatever memory you want to set. You can let me change to 1 GB, but that will again increase the dependency on my system. So I select this. So now here you can see it has been changed to 1024 MB. Then click on finish. So now you can see my Red Hat Linux Enterprise Virtual Machine is ready. Now when I will click on this, I will open it. It will start installing the Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So I just click on play virtual machine. Okay, now it is starting. So let's make it full screen because we want to enjoy this. So to install or upgrade Red Hat Linux in a graphical mode, press enter. So I just press enter because I want to install it into graphical mode, because I don't want to jumble up with the different commands. So if you don't have a good understanding of command, you don't have a good stand on the commands, don't use it. You can simply use the graphical user interface, that is much more easier. Okay, now it is installing certain drivers. It is checking if your video card is damaged, if your monitor or mouse is damaged. It will tell you what type of mouse or what type of things you are already using. So let's take it a little bit. Yes, so now you can see the logo of the Red Hat Linux. So this is the start window. So you can click on next. Sometime your mouse may stuck in between, so don't worry. Once the installation is complete, it will start moving. So here you need to select the language. So I select English language, click on next. Then here you have to select the keyboard. So you can select US International, US English or UK English. So personally I feel comfortable with US English. You can also select UK English, whatever you want. Then click on next. Then here I have a wheel mouse, USB mouse, so I am not having that mouse, so I can use okay, now my mouse will stuck because it doesn't sense this trackpad. I'm using the laptop and it will not sense the trackpad. So I click on next, but my work will be done. Okay, now it is working very good. So we have 4 options installation type. One is personal desktop, workstation, server, custom. So right now I wanted personal desktop because I am not going to use it as a server, because if I click as a server, then what will happen, it will give you the options of like command based option would be more, and I don't want, I just want to teach you that how to use this Linux operating system. Okay, so mostly we are novice user, we are treating everyone as a novice user. So as far as novice user, personal is good, or you can also select the workstation also. So but this is we are using for personal purpose, so I will use for personal desktop. Then click on next. Then now here there are 2 options. One is you want the partitioning to be done automatically, or you want to do it, you want to select the partition size, or you want to select the type of the format. Okay, you can select everything. So let me show you both the things. So first I install with manual partitioning with the Dextroid. Click on next. Yes, because it will erase everything. So here you can see I have asked for only one drive, so one drive is available here. So here everything is available, and you can delete it, you can create whatever you have, that format, everything you can change, it's your choice. Okay, and if you click on automatic partition, it will automatically select and it will partition the system. Okay, so let's go back. Dextroid, it is one of the application software which is used for disk fragmentation. So you can see every detail is available. So it's more about it, it's free. So next you have to click on OK. So we use automatic because there are some problem, because we are using VMware, so there can be some problems, so I'm not changing it. So it will automatically erase everything. Okay, now here you can see automatically it has done the things. Otherwise here also I can change the thing if I want. Okay, but I am not changing because it is already up to the mark, it is already optimum. Next, now here it is giving red hat label that it is using grub loader. If you want to change the bootloader, we have Lilo also and grub also. Grub is more efficient than Lilo. We will understand what is this grub, what is this Lilo in another lecture. Okay. And click on, if you want to have a bootloader password also you can do, but we are not doing it because we need to edit the bootloader sometime. So for that we require it, and in case we forget the password, then we will left up with only one choice. We need to install the Linux again, so I'm not using it. Okay, now here it will automatically do some network configuration. So because I'm using my own Wi-Fi hotspot, okay, so I need automatic DHCP. Otherwise, if you are working in some organization, you will change it to manual and you will give an IP address here, the DHCP of an IP address. For DHCP, you can further go through the frozen book, that what is this DHCP. It is domain host control protocol. Okay, so you can go through it, and even if you select manually, then you have to give it an IP address. So because I'm using my own system, so no need to do it. Then here you select the different networking options. So I'm allowing the HTTP server. I'm also allowing this Ethernet, which I'm using right now with my system. Then I am also allowing SSH, then SMTP and Telnet, because Telnet is also required if I want to share my screen with someone. Okay, then click on next. Then here we select the default language again. So I'm not changing anything. Now here this is very interesting. Now this, if you want, you are in India, so I am in India, so I will click this. So automatically, okay, by default it's okay, this automatically search Asia Calcutta. Then next, root password, so I'm keeping root password 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can have your own root password. Now this root is a person, okay, or root is the user which is having all the rights, okay, and who can install the software, who can uninstall the softwares, or more specifically we call them packages. So installing packages, uninstalling packages, everything is being done by the root user. So after giving the password, I select on next, then accept the current packages list. So it will automatically install these things. So I'm accepting it because I require these things in future. Then click on next, and then it became formatting the file system, and then translate the image, RPM transactions. Okay, now it is installing. So till the time it is installing, we can wait, and I will show you when it is completed. Now this will happen to you. Okay, it will ask you for insert a new disk. Why? Because I am using my ISO is divided into 2 disks, so I need to insert a new disk. Now this is very interesting. Please look here. What I need to do, I need to go to this player, then I click on this manage, and inside manage I will click on virtual machine settings. So again I am giving you the link from where you will change. You will go to the player, from player manage, and from manage you have to move to virtual machine settings and click on virtual machine settings. You can also do this by pressing the Ctrl D button. Okay, now when it is there, you need to click on this CD DVD because it is there. So I just drag it down. So from here I will click on browse and I will change to Redis. But still now if you click on OK and then if you try to do it, it will not work. You need to connect it. you have to check this connected. Okay, now click on OK. After clicking OK, again go inside this and click on OK. Now it will again start performing the things. Now my operating system is installed. Okay, and it is asking for create a boot disk, so I don't. Okay, let's do it. Boot disk is basically a kind of you can see it's so here you can read it also properly, that a boot disk allow you to boot your Red Hat Linux system from floppy diskette. So a boot diskette allow you to boot up your system in the event of bootloader configuration stop working. So if you choose not to install bootloader, or if your third-party bootloader, then the loader does not support Linux. So this is like now we don't use it because we have already a very stable operating system. So sometime if you are now here you can do it by using a CD. Okay, because CD or DVD, because right now we don't have the option of floppy drive. Okay, floppy disk. Okay, so I am not using it because it is already on virtual machine, so it will not have any problem. Next, and these are some of the generic software, it will automatically install, so I am not changing it anything. So here you can select, it is 24-bit, we will select 24-bit color and 800 and 600 resolution. So please select the highest whichever is possible. You click on next, then click on exit. So now my operating system is installed. Okay, I will just on my operating system click, I just hit enter, and now it is entering into the environment. Okay, it will take little time because it is checking some software. So it is checking. So if you press I in between, interactive startup will happen. You need to write the command, so I am not writing anything. Let everything happens by automatically because I'm more interested in the graphical user interface. I don't want to use the command user interface. So let it happen, whatever it is happening. You don't have to change anything. It is checking each and everything. Now this is the beauty of Linux. These kind of things are not available in Windows. Okay. Now here you can see it is done. Click on forward. It is asking username, so I write I love this username. Username should always start with a small letter. Tiger. Name I'm using it. Password I'm using it. I cannot use the same password because it will do a mismatch. So 654321. 654321. And I click on forward. Now here you can select the date, time, okay, any proper server. You don't need to do anything. You want to play the test sound, you can click on this play test sound and it will generate a sound. Yes, it just generated a sound, you might not have them. Yes, and click on forward. Then I don't want to register my system right now. So if you want to do some additional tasks, okay, I don't need any additional tasks, so I will click on forward. Now click on forward. Almost my things are done. Okay, it will again take a reboot. Yes, so my username was Tiger and my password was 654321. So now welcome to Red Hat operating system. So this is how we actually install a Red Hat operating system using VMware. In the next lecture we are going to learn about the interface of Red Hat Linux. Thank you everyone.